side. What a comfort to know that Bet Lynch is only an arm stretch away. Bloody love her. Right, on tonight's show, there will be a sparkle of this. A glittering of this.
60 minutes. What is that thing? That thing's like a rotating thing?
This?
Yeah,
well, I've done my session.
And another sparkle of this. He's still cool even when he does that. It's also starring. Right, first up tonight, it's been 7 months since Denise's Big Brother antics, and only now has our first guest been able to creep back from out behind the sofa. And what do we go and do? We go and chuck Colleen Nolan in. It's Loose Woman, Carol McGriffin. Now, watching the lineup at Enter the House last night, it was quite clear there's been an unforgivable oversight. Loose Woman, check. Glamour model, check. Former soap star, check. Towie cast member, missing! Can you believe it? Thankfully, we are here to mop up the main show's mess yet again, because Amy and Harry are right here. There is fresh meat in the form of housemates in the house, and it's all just, there's so much potential. I am giddy and don't quite know what I'm saying. So, Carol, let's start with you. Who do you think made the best impression on entering the house with the other housemates?
Well, I think Julian, definitely. I mean, he made a really good start by calling Brian Davina.
Yeah.
And I thought that was great. That got me going. No, I think everybody did it in their own way. And I think, you know, the divas, the actresses, the older women, I think they're a bit more confident, I think, than the young ones.
Yes.
You know, the young ones go in and they're quite quiet, and you know, you've got people who just don't really give a flying anything.
Well, Julie is just a legend, isn't she? And she's just got so much confidence.
She's an absolute legend, yeah. And she was great in the task, and you know, she just doesn't care. You can tell she doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks of her, and that is brilliant. And that's what you need in there. I mean, the young ones, they'll come out later, but you know, going into the house, it's always the old ones that make more of an impact, I think.
So we had Julie go in, then we had I always want to call her Heather. We had Cheryl go in, then we had The Situation go in. I don't even know who he is still. I still haven't seen Geordie Shaw. Do you think he was quite happy then when Rhian entered the house?
The funniest thing, right, you know, when The Situation come in, he looked at them two and he was like, oh my God, what am I doing here? Can you imagine if he was The Situation? But I think when Rhian come in, he was just like, oh, at least something's going right. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
His face was a picture, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it really was.
Beautiful girl walking in. Do you know what I mean? Done. Like, can you imagine going in and seeing them? So you'd be like, oh, what am I doing?
Yeah. You can tell, like, he's sort of not used to the English sort of girls. Like,
no.
You can tell he's used to, like, the American girls. They're all going in like, you're right, everyone, like that. And he's like a bit, what? He's used to like, hey, girl.
Not only is he not used to the English girls, but he's also not quite used to Julian, I don't think, who was very quick with his wit straight away when he said he was going to use small words because he was
US
American.
TV, yeah.
So do we want to see more of this quick wit from Julian? Yes? Who wants to talk about the quick wit? Okay.
I thought it was so funny because I'm not really a big fan, and I think he's gone in there he's gone in thinking I'm going to be the alpha male, and he might be really popular in America, but over here you can't act like the way he does, and already he's just rubbed me the wrong way.
Oh, do you think he's going to be? Do you think he thinks he's going to be the alpha male? No. No. You went no. No. And I give you a microphone and you just don't say anything.
He's going to love the ladies.
Yes. Player.
You mean a player?
Player?
Yeah, definite player.
Okay, he's going to be a player. Amy, why do you think Rhian was so surprised that Danica, I keep wanting to say Danica every time, Danica didn't get booed?
I think because obviously Rhian's like a glamour model, I think that, you know, another pretty girl coming in, I think they're going to get booed as well. But I did actually feel sorry for Rhian, to be honest with you. I know obviously, you know what she's done, but at the same time I felt really sorry. But Danica, she didn't get as booed as Rhian, even though she still got a little bit of booed.
Yeah. Carol, I know you touched on the task earlier on, but what did you make of the acting from the soap queens?
It was better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it really was. Because, you know, Cheryl played Hev so brilliantly in EastEnders that you do tend to think that, you know, that must be what she's really like.
Yeah.
But, you know, she isn't. She's a very bubbly, very articulate, very intelligent person. She's done Loose Women a couple of times. And when she was doing that acting, I was completely believing her. The crying, everything was absolutely brilliant.
And Colleen was pretty sucked in as well.
They all were. The only one I think who got it, who rumbled them, was Julian. His face, he was laughing his head off, and I thought he knew.
Do you not think maybe Martin as well a little bit?
Yeah, maybe Martin.
Because he kind of went over.
I think Harvey was a bit sus about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
Harvey was a bit sort of sus about the situation,
I think Harvey was a slightly sus, but was also a bit like, I don't want to believe it, but maybe...
Yeah, I think Harvey, only because Harvey was going, oh my God, she's not crying. I think, I don't know, is she crying, is she not crying?
She was. When it kicked off, they was all like, he was like literally looking, like laughing. So obviously he knew something was going on, definitely.
I think she was a brilliant actress and she'd done a really good job. Heather, I want to call her Heather all the time. It's really mad.
I think we all do.
I think Cheryl done a really good job at the acting, but there was no tears, so I can sort of believe what Harvey was sort of saying.
Let's talk about the bedroom situation. Everybody has got their beds for their duration. Julian and Julie are bedding down next to each other. Now, surely this is going to make TV gold.
Yeah. This is going to make it's going to be hilarious. Them two together, can you imagine? It's going to be
Would you like
brilliant.
to see what happened when they woke up this morning?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, Julie had a little sort of extraordinary noises she was making, didn't you hear?
Was she having a conversation with herself?
Yes, she was talking in Russian at one moment.
I heard this.
And then sort of...
She was talking in Russian.
And then she was gurgling and percolating. It was funny, wasn't it?
Oh, I seriously, I was wetting myself in bed because that's all I could hear. It was like an old boiler. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, I've had a boiler once that's got...
Julie was talking Russian.
Yeah, it's going to go, isn't it?
Julie, Big Brother has noticed that Julian is in the bed next to you. How are you getting on with Julian?
Very nice. He said I was talking in Russian during the night. But, you know, there you go. Nothing would surprise me.
Do you have any idea what you might have said in Russian?
I don't, actually. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? I've not got any Russian connections. No. It could have been last orders, perhaps, in Russian. Who knows?
She's brilliant. Harry, how would you feel sleeping alongside Julie?
I couldn't do it. I couldn't imagine her to be getting up in the middle of the night, fancying a midnight fag. That's the sort of person I think she is. I can imagine her to be snoring, I can imagine her to be really moaning, I can imagine her to be just fidgety in the night, and I don't think I could sleep next to someone like that. And I mean, I bet she's a lovely girl, and there's no doubt about that, but I can, just what I picture, I can imagine her to be really moany in the night.
So it wouldn't be a peaceful night's sleep?
It wouldn't be a peaceful night's sleep for me.
OK, well, it wasn't just Julie and Julian that had an eventful night's sleep. Have a look at this.
I've had some fucked up dreams.
At one point, I dreamt that you got in my bed. And I felt like I must have had my covers like this, and I thought, oh my God, both right next to it, I can't move.
Cheers, Ree.
It's all right.
Oh, dear.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
So she is dreaming about Harvey, potential romance. Yes?
I'm hungry.
He's a nice guy, isn't he, Harvey?
He does seem
good
like
geezer,
a nice
yeah.
guy. Yeah?
Nicely dressed.
Yeah? Are you taking the pee?
No, he's a good guy. He seems quite...
No, you just I'm not saying that he isn't. I'm just saying the way
One thing I wanted to say was Julie said, Julie, she should be with Russia with Bud instead of love, but yeah.
Oh, I like what you did there. That was very good. I thought it was funny, even though this lot made no comment, laughter or anything. Well, what I can tell you is that Harvey actually has a crush on another housemate. He's already vocalised it in the house. We'll be revealing all a little bit later on in the show. Now, if you don't agree with this lot, then why don't you book yourself a place in our audience and make yourself heard? Send us an email, audience@bbbutonthe.com. Right, that's it for now. Join us after the break when Amy talks launch night fashion with Kerry Katona, and I will be let loose in the house. The camera runs. See you in a bit. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side, the best celebrity-based reality spin-off show since Celebrity Wrestling. Bring it on. We're not making that up. That actually happened. Brace yourselves. This is exclusive number 5 of 837 coming your way over the next 3 weeks. We spoil you.
Are you actually only a 5? Well, you know what they say, don't you? Small feet, small socks.
Small feet what? Small socks? I thought it was cocks.
Well, it is, but I didn't want to say it.
Feel free with me, babe. I've got grandchildren and all sorts. I've heard it all. Heard it all.
Oh, little Ash.
I feel like, you know what I mean? I'm a little man.
Listen.
I'm a little down there.
Beautiful things come in small packages.
Thank you very much.
It's true. So true. And poison occasionally, apparently. That's what my mother used to say.
Get it, got it, good. Can we say that on every show, please? Right, so as the Spice Girls proved on Sunday, this is the summer of girl power, and Big Brother has responded with the strongest lineup of female celebrity housemates for years. Here to chat about the women, loose and otherwise, is Carol McGiffin.
Yes. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's all right.
So, we've got, you know, a house pretty full of strong women.
Yes.
So, what are the men's chances?
Well, they don't stand a chance, do they? Really?
Do you not think at all?
No, I don't, but I don't think they care. Men, especially when they get in the Big Brother house, are completely different to the women. They don't want to rule it. They don't, you know, they just laugh when all the women kick off, which they always do. They just sit there giggling and they're in it for the laugh. They're not in it to be competitive and they don't want to be Queen Bee. There's no alpha male in there. There's no sort of man that I can see vying for, you know, the Queen Bee status, top dog, whatever they call them.
Okay, let's have a look at the girls.
I think people think I'm a bit ditzy and a bit thick, but I think people would be quite surprised to know that I'm actually quite intelligent.
That Rianne Sugden, I know a lot more about her than she would imagine.
The type of person I'll struggle to make a relationship with is somebody that's in there for kiss and tell. That winds me up generally.
I just want people to know me for who I really am, not this sex texting whatever.
I've been accused of being narcissistic, of being vain, of being delusional.
This journalist that thinks she's beautiful, I haven't seen her, so I'll let her know.
If there's any conflict in the house, I will probably try to walk away from the conflict.
I'll probably be arrested or thrown out. It's never going to go that smoothly, I don't think.
I do get along with people, providing they're not loud and aggressive and drunk.
I think I'll be really good at obeying Big Brother, but I think that if I have a drink, I might not be.
Okay, so let's see who fits what role. There's always a mother in the house.
Yes.
Who is going to take that role this series?
Definitely Colleen.
Really?
Definitely. She is, that's what she's like. You know, she is a very sort of nurturing kind of peacemaker.
Yeah.
You know, she does want to get in there and she wants everybody to get on.
Okay.
And she hates conflict. So
Yeah.
I think she will be the mother of the house. She'll be up in the morning making tea for everyone and all that.
She's used to sharing the limelight with a bunch of women as well.
Yes.
So do you think she will have that calming influence?
Yeah, she will. But I still think it'll all kick off because women together in a small space like that just do kick off.
Not good, is it?
And but I still think she will try to be the mediator. I don't think she'll be at the centre of it.
Yeah.
You know, like last year, the other loose woman who usually was at the centre of it, lovely Denise. You know, Colin's the absolute opposite of Denise, and she'll be in there trying to calm things down for sure.
Okay, she's used to sharing the limelight, but what is she going to do with sharing a bathroom?
I don't think she's going to be that bothered, actually, because Julian said he wants...
Lorenzo's in there.
Well, they all want 3 hours in the bathroom, don't they? And they all need it, frankly. But Colleen, I don't think she's that bothered. You know, she likes to put a bit of makeup on, but I don't think she's particularly bothered about her appearance. And, you know, when we're at work, when we're at Loose Women, when she was doing Loose Women, she was always the one who wasn't fussed about what dressing room she would have. She just... Because she sits outside smoking all the time, so as long as she's got her fags...
She's all right.
And her snout, she's all right, yeah.
We've got a clip of how she got on in the bathroom this morning.
Oh.
Well, I put this on because Colleen said that you can... I put my swimming... I mean, if you want like, trunks or shorts, you might want to... If you don't want to show your dingle...
Did you go in there naked?
I didn't show my dingle. I went in there with this and then took it off.
In there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they don't have cameras like underneath me looking at my dingle.
But you can see the outline.
I mean, you obviously don't care.
I don't think it matters with a bloke.
No, it doesn't really matter with a bloke. I mean, if you see, you know, but with
and
a
it doesn't matter
girlie...
with some of those girls either.
I don't want to see... I don't want to see me crunch, mate.
No one's going to see anything in there.
No, but all right. Well, I'll tell you what.
What?
You should give us an action replay.
I did.
I did. No, an action replay so we can check whether you have can be seen, and then we'll let you know.
No, we won't. We'll lie and go. No, you can't see.
Colleen will let you know, and I won't look because I'm
She's a lying
good girl. I'm a good girl like that.
Dingle and crunch.
Yes.
Two new words.
Yeah, I know. They're going to go to the Big Brother dictionary, aren't they? See, you could see she just doesn't. She doesn't care. Doesn't give a shit.
She loves a bit of flirting, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's.
What is it with you, Loose Women, and flirting?
I don't do it, Emma. don't put me into that category because I don't do it. No, she does. She loves a bit of, you know. She'll be sidling up and giving it a, you know. She does like a bit of a flirt. But it's all good fun, you know.
She's very
happily
lovely
married,
though, isn't she?
Yeah,
very
she
lovely.
is. Yeah, very comical.
Okay, let's move on to Samantha. She has got a lot of flack for the things she has written on the outside and the infamous article. How do you think she's going to get on inside the house?
Well, you know, when they first go in there, no one really knows who is in there for what reason and what they've done and where they've been. And when it comes out about Samantha, I mean, they've obviously all been tipped off. Yeah, but... you know, and there will be some quizzing going on and, you know, who do you think you are kind of thing. I'm not surprised. You know, it's a very sort of bold thing to say, and it does wind other people up, especially other women. It winds up... Everything she's written, or supposed to have written, winds people up. It just winds women up. She's a professional wind-up. So, you know, if I were in there, and sometimes when she went in there last night...
That was going to be my next question, actually. Yeah. How would you have got on with her had you have been in there?
Yeah, I suddenly wished I was going in there because I would really pull her up in it.
I kind of wish you were in there as well.
Because you know what she'd written actually, I guess, was engineered slightly by a newspaper to have the reaction that it had, you know, and it's made her fairly famous. You know, she's now in the Big Brother house getting all this attention for writing articles which are supposedly controversial, but are not really when you actually look at what she's saying. So, you know, if you're a woman's woman, she contradicts herself a lot as well. I would pull her up in all of those points. But somebody needs to really sort of... Someone needs to have read all the articles that she wrote before they went in, and they should pull her up on them because she also said that, you know, it's okay for your husband to love you for the way you look rather than your mind. And then she starts slagging off, you know, certain novels, saying it's demeaning to women, and that's demeaning for her to say that. So, you know, I think she's a nightmare, but she's probably a really nice woman. Do you know what I mean? But she's been portrayed in
Which is something we'll find out.
Yes, we will. Yes, because there's no hiding in there, is there?
No, there isn't.
No.
Okay, let's move on to Jasmine. She has kind of labelled herself the bad girl. Do you think she'll follow through with that?
I think she's the biggest nuisance in there, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and I think that she could be quite unpleasant. I'm not keen on her at all, and I think, I think
and
she
is that
will
because of what
try and be a
you've
bad
heard
girl.
about her, or the kind of vibe that she gives off?
Yeah, I know quite a bit about her. And her legs just make me feel ill. I can't look at her legs. They're just like, it's like a chicken wishbone thing. It's just like no meat on her at all. I don't like looking at her, which is terrible for me to say because she's a woman and I should just say she looks great, but she doesn't. And I do think she will really try and piss people off, I think. And she'll try to start arguments. She's already started questioning young...
She is very much questioning.
Yeah, exactly.
Rian.
But somebody needs to question her. But people probably don't really know what she's about. You know, no one's
Rian
asked her.
said she wouldn't want to cross her in any
No,
way. I think she's quite wary of her.
Yeah, I think she could be bad, and I think she will be bad. But then she was doing all that nicey stuff with Cheryl, you know, when she thought that she was upset. And then she said, I'm not going to trust those two.
Okay, baby.
Yeah, I know. She is like a little Janice Dickinson, isn't she? She's like a young Janice Dickinson. But
She
without
is a little bit, So let's move on to Rian and Danica. On paper, the house, young, pretty things. Do we need both of them?
Yeah, because one of them will get booted out quite early, I reckon. Yeah, and then there won't be any reason for boys to watch if they haven't got, you know, big tits everywhere to look at. Yeah, no, you do need them in there because there'll be conflict there as well. You know, there'll be some kind of conflict between the two Dolly birds, I'm pretty sure. And also it's good to have them in there because you can see that the older women sometimes get a bit pissed off that they look so good and they're so pretty and they've got such great big tits. Mind you, Colleen's got the biggest tits in there, so no one can compete with that. Yeah, exactly.
And very quickly, we have to talk about Cheryl as well so that we've got everybody in. Would it be a mistake to think that she is very much like her character Heather in EastEnders?
Absolute big mistake. She's not like that at all. I've worked with her. She's not. You know, she's really funny, she's really clever, she's very articulate, and she's great fun. You know, poor Heather was just the saddest person in the world, wasn't she? But I do believe that she actually really likes George Michael.
Oh, OK, good.
Cheryl, yeah.
OK, fabulous. On that note, we'll say thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carol. Right, so after 10 weeks of dressed-down civilians, the celebrities brought some much-needed glamour to the Big Brother house last night. Not a platypus onesie in sight. But was it perfectly judged red carpet chic or a case of sack the stylist? Our Kez and our Amy were on hand to give us the verdict.
I love her outfit. It's very blinding, isn't it? It looks a bit like a migraine. I thought it was Pete Burns. I've got to say, I think her outfit looks amazing. I don't. I love Cheryl. I'm loving the bling, Sorry, did I just touch your boob? It's very nice, like. Oh my God! Oh, what a knob! Put it away, you knob! Hang on. Darren Lyons has got a much better six-pack than that. I thought, is he single? He's a wanker. He's got more makeup on than me. No, he hasn't. What are you trying to fucking say? He's just gone completely ripped the piss. He's really ripped the piss. No, I think he's going to rip the piss. Let's see. Oh my God, oh I love me. I absolutely love the dress. She's very, very pretty. It's really classy. Why is he dressed like a granddad?
Ideal lady-wise, what are you looking for inside the house?
I'm here, Harvey! I'm here! She's looking classy. No, she's looking classy. But I don't like her personality. If you love yourself, don't love yourself. If you love yourself, Kerry. I'm the only one who's going to, so I've not really got much of a choice. Oh, no, he looks nice. I like his suit. He's quite sexy, I think Brian's got a bit of a soft spot for him. Look at Brian checking out his ass. Look at Brian checking out his ass. Ass.
Oh, she looks quite classy.
Yeah, she looks classy. Go give it to her. She looks classy.
I might ask her for some tips on how to get men buy stuff for. Bloody hell, I can't even get my ex-husband's basic kits.
Are you Brian?
He so wants me, he just doesn't know it yet. Oh my God, come to mama.
Oh, he's quite small, Kerry.
He's a bit little, isn't he?
I like his hair. Look at his hair, he's got Mohican.
It looks a bit lopsided at the back.
I'd be afraid of
That's the look, Kel.
What? That's the look. Oh, is it? Hey! Oh, she looks lovely.
She looks beautiful, doesn't she? She looks nice.
She looks really nice. Very nice plain black outfit. Very slimming. Oh my God, it's getting cold now. My nipples like football stuff.
Peace, guys.
Oh my God, what's she wearing? I'm speechless.
I love her outfit. Her outfit's cool.
She looks like a cat woman. You see how pretty she looks when she smiles, when she does all that? Don't suit her.
Love this outfit. It is cool, isn't he, babe?
He's full of charm. He's charismatic.
I love mine, Kim. It's such a smoothie.
I'm really jealous, you know, Ava. Would you go back in for today?
Oh, massively.
I'd go back in anyway.
Should we just go in there now?
Why don't we just read it?
Me and Kerry going back in now.
We're going to go back in. Bye.
So that was last night. And this is now. I mean, the camera runs. I can't quite believe it. It's a very rare opportunity. They are all sat together in one place. Apart from Michael, he was here. He's just walked into the house. So, okay, we have to be really quiet. They're all there. Harvey just had his feet up over Jasmine and Rian. And then Jasmine took a lighter out to kind of burn his feet. And then they giggled. It was a bit odd. They have alcohol. They seem to all be getting on splendidly. I thought Harvey and Colleen just kissed, but clearly they didn't because she's very happily married. But I think he did whisper sweet nothings in her ear. Now, what is happening here apparently is all going to make sense to us very soon in the news. I think we're going to have a clip of what is actually going on. I can't hear anything, so I don't really know what's happening. Okay. Oh, they're playing that game thing. Colleen's doing that. Right, we've got an exclusive for you. Looks like love is in the air. We'll see you after the break.
I think I've fallen in love with Colleen. I can see something brewing. What do you think, Big Brother?
Big Brother's always more interested in what you think.
Okay. No, I like I love Colleen. She's a good spirit. I think there could be like she's a cougar, isn't she? I love her. She's better in real life.
Do you like the older women?
I love them. No, that's a territory that I haven't really played with in my controversial career. But yeah, who knows? Now she's lovely. She's there's something nice to hold on to. Do you know what I mean? It's very comforting.
Bit on the side. We're a little bit like Prime Minister's Question Time with roughly the same amount of random shouting in the background. I don't mean it though. I love them. I love the audience. They're lovely. I love you so much, in fact. We have another exclusive. I love them. Here you go.
I do Google myself like once a day.
You should never.
And you're
ever,
right. I used to not do that like 2 years ago, and then I fell into a hole like as per se, like I don't know what's going on in my life. I don't know what they're saying about me. You know what I mean? I mean, I did find out that I'm number 5 on the Google list of being Googled, and that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Michael Jackson's number 1, and then it's on an article from I think last year. Michael Jackson was number 1 there. T-Pain was number 2. I think 3 was Chris Brown. Number 4 was me. 5 was Bieber. That was last year.
It's cool.
And then I think Jesus Christ was 10. Yeah. I'm not even lying.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's cool. That's cool. I was number 4 and Bieber was number 5. Yeah. So Housemates, he's hilarious. I've only just entered the house and it looks like they're settling nicely, but Big Brother doesn't want them to get too cosy. Oh, no. It's a very special show tomorrow night. The Housemates will nominate Face to Face live on your television. How exciting is that? Carol's slapping the desk with joy. Amy, you never had face-to-face noms in your year. How do you think you would have handled it had you have?
I couldn't have, definitely not. It's so hard. Like, even like nominating when you're in the diary room, can you imagine face-to-face? It's so difficult. Obviously, you know, like people then will team up, and I felt bad nominating in the diary room, let alone face-to-face. That's when I think you'll see everyone's true colours. You'll be seeing like people pair off, and it's awkward.
Which housemate do you think will enjoy it the most?
Jasmine.
The situation,
he
why
doesn't
so?
really know anybody, so...
You think it will be easy for him because he doesn't...
he's from America and he doesn't know anyone.
OK, someone shout did someone shout Jasmine?
She's a bit of a bitch and she like don't get on with anyone. So basically...
OK. So far, I thought they'd all been getting on quite well. Have a look at this.
Oh, guys, I'm actually...
We're gonna start off.
I said, fuck this and fuck that. I went to the toilet, but I was a splat. I said, fuck this and fuck that. Here we are in a Big Brother house.
Yo. He said, fuck this. He said, fuck that. This is Harvey with the lyrical chat. To my left, I got Mike on my back. I'm the guy and I'm known for rap. Yo.
Whoa.
Gonna shout shit.
Fuck this and fuck that.
Is that stop?
We have some joy in the house after 9.5 weeks of misery. They get on so well. How would you think it's just cruel of Big Brother to be so mean to them straight away?
Yeah, I actually do think it is quite cruel that Big Brother is doing that straight away and they've only been in there a day. Do you know what I mean? That is very, very cruel. But I think it'll be brilliant to see what the housemates think of their first impressions of people.
Yeah.
So, because they don't know each other that well enough to give full nominations. So I'm really excited to see what people are picking up on their first impressions of people.
OK. Carol, how do you think Colleen will get on in there? I mean, she's having a whale of a time playing a coat with a hairbrush.
Skiffling. It's like a skiffle with, but it's not.
Will she be all right with it, do you think, or will she find it quite hard?
No, I think she'll be all right. She's tough, you know, Colleen.
How do you think she'll make her decision on who to do it?
The thing is, I think when they all sit there and go, oh, this is so hard, I can't do it, they don't really give a shit, do they? Hate everybody, you know, and they're all pretending to get on at the moment. And it's no fun when they get on. They really, you know, they've got to start not getting on for us to have fun.
Yeah.
So, you know, doing the face-to-face nominations is a brilliant way of doing that.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, doing it this early on, you don't really know anyone. You're not going to upset anyone. You've just got to do it. You know, and they all have to do it. So, you know, just get on with it. Colleen will be fine.
I can imagine Colleen to be really tough and not care.
See, I can imagine Colleen to be so opinionated, to be like,
Yeah.
Can you see that
I
as
can imagine
well?
it's just to say how it is and what it will be.
She'll do what they all do. She'll
I thought she'd be quite sensitive to people's feelings, though.
No, see,
No?
I
No, I
don't
can't
think
imagine that.
Well, she does. She worries about what other people think, for sure. You know, and she doesn't want to be disliked this early on in the house, not by us and not by the people in the house. So, you know, I think she will. And I think everybody does the same thing. They all go, oh, but I really like everyone and it's really hard. And it's not really. Just do it. You know what I mean?
Funny.
Yeah, but I like everyone in my house.
Yeah.
I actually liked everyone.
If that was me, I would just say it as it is, because I wouldn't care. Do you know
Amy
what I mean?
touched on the fact that she thinks face-to-face noms will start to see groups forming. Do you think
Definitely.
that will happen?
No,
will this create alliances, do you think?
I think
No,
so.
because they're all getting on, and they always do early on, and there won't be any splits. They'll all go, right, come on everyone, let's just do this. We've all got to do it. We're all in this together, and it will be a bit of a team effort. A little bit further down the line, and they will be dividing, and they'll all be bitching about each other in the diary room.
Where do you think the
and it'll be
divide will
brilliant.
be? An age divide
Older
or
and younger.
groups?
Yeah, I think
Definitely.
You think
older and younger,
It
100%.
always is. Yeah, it will be an age. It'll be an age
It'll be
divide.
an
What
age
do you guys
divide.
think?
I think Rianne and Danica will definitely stick together because they're young.
Yeah, I mean, they
So-
jumped in a bed together straight away, didn't
Yeah.
they? I think they kind of feel safe together.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I'm going to put Colleen with Julie, I reckon, because I just think they don't care. They're going to rule it. They're going to take over Big Brother house. They're going to give it what for.
They're going to end up in a big smoking competition, aren't they? It's like, oh, I can smoke more than you.
Rian has already said that she wouldn't want to cross Jasmine. I don't think many of us would really want to cross Jasmine. Do you think, Amy, she would ever dare nominate her to her face?
Never. I could never. Could you imagine? She's just too. I don't know. I'm not a big
Carol,
fan of Jasmine.
could you
really.
dare do it? You would dare do it, wouldn't you?
Oh, I'd love to do it.
I'd be too scared. I think she's going to punch me or something.
Why? She's not your mate. Just do it.
No, but I'm scared.
I
I'm a
would
bit
nominate
scared.
her.
Like, I'm a bit scared of people. Like, I think she's a bit. Don't know.
Guys, who do you think should be most worried tomorrow night?
I definitely think Jasmine. I think I think it's all an act. I really don't believe that she's this hard person, and I want to see her out.
Okay. Quickly, let's go down the panel. Amy, who do you think should be worried?
Jasmine, definitely.
Harry?
Jasmine, because I hated her outfit.
Very quickly, who do you think should be worried?
No, I think they probably won't have the courage to nominate her.
No.
I think they'll nominate really nice people they know won't get voted out, like Julian and people who they know can take it at this stage of the game. That's what I think. So probably Julian.
Well, you've worked me up into a frenzy, all of you. Feeling very excited. Let's have a little breather. Join me after the break when I'll have news on the housemates' first task. We'll see you in a bit. On the Side. Now, Julie might have done 2,000 episodes of Corrie, but I have done 3,000 episodes of Bit on the Side, and Carol has done 4,000 episodes of Loose Women.
That's
so
right.
there, here's today's news. Sorry, apparently more than that. At 4:37 this afternoon, Julian and The Situation were set a challenge.
How well do you think you've got to know your fellow housemates so far?
Might need some condoms, big brother.
I'm good.
Did you bring some?
Of course.
Have you got lubricant?
I usually don't have a problem with that.
You'll speak for yourself.
Big Brother wants to see just how well you've gotten to know the other housemates. You have to correctly identify which statement corresponds to which housemates.
What happens if we get it wrong?
Well, we don't know yet, but there'll be some dire consequence.
For real?
Yeah.
The next housemate is Danica.
Say that one.
Put that there. We haven't had any plastic surgery. Hopefully she hasn't.
She looks like a natural.
Yeah, she looks like a natural girl, like a girl that like works, like an extremely hot girl that works on a farm.
Yeah, Danica is just the type to work on a farm.
Yes.
As a well-known rinser, she could milk him for all his work.
That's very good. And no plastic surgery.
I love having Carol here. At 5:09, all was revealed to the rest of the house.
Would Colleen reveal whose statement number 6 is about?
Please be right this one. Please, if I'm sleeping in your bed tonight.
Out of context. Out of context.
Perfectly in context.
That's a great one.
Would Danica reveal whose statement number 11 is about?
Yeah, I will say that we were contemplating going back and forth with that. We just thought both of you were models, and that you just make extra money on the internet. So, and I misread her. I thought she was a little more, maybe I thought.
Never mind him trying to explain himself out of a tricky situation. Colleen's on a sex tape.
Yes, it's common knowledge. She admitted it on Loose Women, and I've seen it, actually.
No way.
No, I haven't seen it.
I was going to say, that is good, friend. Later, at 6 o'clock, the visuals in my mind, housemates were still dwelling on the facts.
I said I talked to Danica the most, and I'm like, she sounds really wholesome, and she wouldn't do that, and she kind of, I guess, tricked me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
But Danica hasn't had
But
plastic
maybe that's
surgery,
not
has she?
something you drop into conversation, though, is it?
Every information that I got was like wholesome, sweet, like giddy, like
So do you feel a bit betrayed?
No, just disappointed.
He liked her. He liked her.
Disappointed. You know, and I was just shocked, like, because now I don't think I like her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only because I guess I misread. I thought I had the right.
It's not that you don't like her, she's just not who you thought she was.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the word.
He liked her, he had the crush, and he thought that she was the exact opposite, the type of woman that would be hustling men on the internet. And he's, like, very disappointed. I think he saw himself, like, coming together with her.
Yeah. Maybe.
Well, he's hardly the Virgin Mary himself.
Well, yeah, I know, that's a good point.
He is hardly the Virgin Mary, yes. But apparently he is more popular than Jesus Christ. Finally, at 7:18, housemates were quizzing each other.
What is this game? Quiz?
Like, we're just giving out random, stupid
Okay,
questions.
Can you spell syphilis? Let's start with the first letter.
S.
Yes. Second letter.
Y.
Yes.
S-Y. I want to say P-H.
Mm-hmm.
You're a fucking smart girl, you know.
I-L-I-S.
I think so,
Or
yeah.
I-double-L.
You're not getting
Not
that
too
point
sure.
because that's pretty.
I think it's I-L-I-S.
Yeah.
What's the smartest thing you know?
I know that dolphin is the only other mammal that has sex for pleasure.
It would be about pleasure, but that was quite a good
No, monkeys do.
For pleasure?
They masturbate, monkeys.
But do they know that they're doing it? Or do they just kind of go...
Well, they might have a vague idea.
Have you got your earmuffs on?
I don't want to hear
I
that.
never thought I'd see the day that you put your earmuffs on.
Yeah, I can't hear about monkeys.
Right, OK, for some reason, though, I don't think syphilis is the most popular word on a spelling bee challenge, do you?
No, why would you need to know how to spell it, ever? You just don't, do you? People don't even get it anymore, apparently.
Apparently.
I don't know.
That is the situation, because the situation...
The situation?
Say so.
He says so. He's the man, man.
Hayley. Hello. I'm going to get to you in a second. We've got to go up to Reality Gallery. Harry and Amy are up there. Guys, what's going on?
Oh my God, Ashley's having such a busy night. First Julie and Judith threw him in the garden, and then he managed to get lost in the bedroom before finally finding his way out to the lounge.
No.
Can you believe
He
that?
did, babe.
No. What else?
What else? The situation is a stud, as we all
What,
know.
what?
Basically, the situation has been talking about his sexual exploits, beginning with a story where he is close to sleeping with 10 women at the same time. but it ended up being with 3 people.
OK, thanks, guys. We've got to let you go because we're running out of time, but thank you for that. We've literally got no time, but is there anything exciting on the internet that everybody watching could go and look at?
Yes, we've got the interviews that we chatted to them before they went into the house. You can go online, channel5.com/Big Brother.
Amazing, thank you so much. Sorry we ran out of time tonight. That's all we have time for today. Tune in tomorrow when we'll have all the fallout from the live face-to-face nomshells. Andrew Stone, John McCrick and Vanessa Feltz will be lined up on the panel. What could possibly go wrong? What?